Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Thursday, May 28, 2026. In the headlines, rumors denied as search continues for missing Carriacou men. The Woodford Environmental Alliance for Community Transformation takes legal action over environmental concerns in Woodford. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell credits African delegation for major boost to Grenada's tourism. Grenada's Reparations Committee welcomes Pope's apology. Also in the news, regionally, new regional alliance to boost Caribbean investment. Internationally, migrants in Durban face pressure amid rising tensions. Plus, in the sports news, curtains to fall on 2026 Classic Lighting Caribbean National Netball Tournament this weekend, while West Indies women crush Ireland in Tri-Series opener.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Thanks for joining us. The mother of one of the missing Carriacou men is urging the public to stop spreading false information, firmly dismissing claims that her son and his friend have been found. Christina John has this update.
Aaron Simon and Michael Gregg have not yet been found. The mother of one of the 2 young men missing at sea has dismissed claims that they have been located. Rosanna Simon of Bogles is calling on those responsible to refrain from spreading false information to the public.
There was news circulating on Facebook that there has been found, and to my knowledge from the authorities, this is not true. No truth to this. So I would like for the search to continue to find those boys if they are still out there. And I am begging on the people who are putting out these things to cease and desist from all these false accusations, because it's not true. Please. So I'm begging and asking that the search continues once my son and the others is out there, that I could find them. Because when they put out all this false news, it means that people get hopes and think that they are found. They have not been found. Please keep from saying things you all don't know. Let the authority make those decisions.
The Community Relations Department was also contacted for confirmation regarding the information being circulated. GBN was told that no such information was received from the Grenada Coast Guard. Aaron, 26 years old, better known as Rono, and Michael, 23 years old, left their homes in Bogles last Sunday for PT Martinique. A telephone call to Aaron's mother later that evening indicated that the vessel in which they were traveling, along with 2 other unidentified individuals, experienced engine failure near Kikamjeni. The authorities were contacted and a search ensued. However, there has been no sighting of the occupants or the vessel. Reports indicate that the two were transporting the unidentified individuals from Petit Martinique to Grenada at the time. The Grenada Coast Guard and family members of the missing men are appealing to the general public to assist in their search. The vessel is blue, purple and white with the name 38 Baby written along the side. Anyone who may have seen them and or has any information about their whereabouts is asked to contact the Criminal Investigation Department on 440-3921, police emergency at 911 or the nearest police station. A special appeal goes out to fishermen, boat operators and residents along the northern coastline to report any sighting to the relevant authority. Christina John, GBN News.
Now, the Woodford Environmental Alliance for Community Transformation says it has initiated a formal legal process against the Planning and Development Authority, PDA, Reno Construction and Industrial Products Limited to address environmental and planning concerns over Reno's activities in Woodford, St. John. Reporter Deidre Seeley has more details.
After repeated community complaints about dust and noise pollution, as well as a lack of consultation, the Woodford Environmental Alliance for Community Transformation, or WEACT, says it has initiated a formal legal process against the Planning and Development Authority and Reno Construction and Industrial Products Limited. In a media release shared with the Grenada Broadcasting Network, WEACT says a letter before action was sent to the PDA, Reno, and other relevant parties on Wednesday, May 20th. According to the release, the proposed action raises concerns about environmental assessment requirements, lack of consultation with affected communities, and the suitability of the site for industrial activities. Reno has been at the center of much controversy since it began its operations in Grenada in 2024 without conducting an environmental and social impact assessment. The company was recently allowed to establish an asphalt plant and a jetty in Woodford through a general development order. The order, gazetted on December 24, 2025, mandates the submission of an environmental and social management and monitoring plan to the PDA. However, the company was granted an extension due to the need for extensive studies to be conducted by international experts. In the meantime, Reno is allowed to continue operating. Residents of Boucherjou have continued to express concerns about the company's asphalt plant there, even as it shifts its activities to Woodford. WEACT says the letter before action will now allow the matter to be addressed through the appropriate legal channels. When contacted for comment, Reno Gajadar, CEO of Reno Group of Companies, informed GBN that he was unaware of the letter. CEO of the Planning and Development Authority, Alan Gilbert, did not offer a response. Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
Grenada recently rolled out the red carpet for more than 220 Nigerian visitors whose arrival not only signaled a full slate for the island's top hotels, but also a promising new era of tourism growth and international connection. Shania McIntosh tells us more.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says the recent visit by the African delegation has provided a significant boost for Grenada tourism sector and economy. Speaking on the impact of the visit, Prime Minister Mitchell revealed that more than 220 Nigerians recently traveled to Grenada via a chartered Boeing 777 aircraft, which was parked at the Maurice Bishop International Airport.
In excess of 220 Nigerians principally visited us, right? They would have had to charter a Boeing 777 to get here. It's still parked at the airport, right? So we are talking here significant economic boost in terms of tourism.
Mitchell described the trip as a major economic opportunity for Grenada, explaining that the visitors stayed at several local hotels, including Silver Sands, Spice Island Beach Resort, Royalton Grenada, and Radisson Grenada Beach Resort. The Prime Minister stated that the delegation's presence generated increased activity across the tourism sector through hotel accommodation, taxi and transportation services, restaurants and other other local businesses.
Silver Sands and Spicing and Royalton and Radisson, that is business that these hotels otherwise would not have had. We've had significant transportation, taxi, logistics to move them, food.
According to Mitchell, Nigeria represents a wealthy and growing market with enormous potential for Grenada's tourism industry. He said the government believes visits like these can help Grenada expand into the African and Middle Eastern tourism markets while creating new economic opportunities for the country.
Just from a tourism perspective, it's a large market, Nigerians in particular, estimated population 300 million, almost rivaling the United States in terms of population size. Nigerians are known for traveling. It's a very wealthy country. So there's enormous, just on a tourism perspective, opportunities for us to grow the African, Middle Eastern market, and that's part of what we believe a trip like this has the potential to do.
Prime Minister Mitchell added that Grenada must continue strengthening its relationship with Africa as the continent continues to grow in economic importance on the global stage. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
Other news, Chairman of the National Reparations Committee, Ali Gill, says the organization is heartened by Pope Leo XIV's apology for the Catholic Church's role in the enslavement of Africans. However, he insists that this is merely a first step for reparatory justice and offering redress for the violations of human rights endured by enslaved Africans and their descendants. Reporter Deidre Seeley has more.
The Grenada National Reparations Committee is welcoming Pope Leo XIV's apology for the Catholic Church's role in the enslavement of Africans. Committee Chairman Ali Gill acknowledged that past popes have expressed regret for the Church's role in slavery, but Leo XIV, the first American pope, is also the first to apologize publicly. The apology appeared in the Pope's encyclical Magnificat Humanitas, an open letter to Catholic bishops published on May 15th. In it, he apologized for the Catholic Church's role in legitimizing slavery and failing to condemn it for centuries. Gill says the long overdue apology is an important first step towards addressing the harm and enduring legacy of the transatlantic slave trade.
We expect now that the Catholic Church, as an institution, will put structures in place for reparative justice to heal, to afford for repair of the harm which was caused by these crimes against humanity.
The Church's role in slavery dates back to the 1400s, when several papal bulls or decrees from the Vatican authorized European monarchs to conquer Africa and the Americas and to enslave non-Christians. In 2023, the Vatican formally renounced the doctrine of discovery, which legitimized slavery and colonization, but never repealed them. Gill says the Church must now take concrete steps towards reparations by educating the public through Catholic schools and by collaborating with organizations such as the National Reparations Committee.
We must share with each other. The history of the Catholic Church, by and large, is not known to the congregation of the Catholic Church. And we believe that the congregation of the Catholic Church, which is over 90% of African descent, deserves to know about all of those papal bulls which was passed in the 15th century and so on, legitimizing slavery.
Pope Leo's apology is especially timely as the reparations movement advances worldwide. In March, 123 members of the United Nations General Assembly recognized the enslavement of Africans during the transatlantic slave trade as the greatest crime against humanity. Today, France's parliament unanimously voted to repeal the slavery-era Black Code, which legalized the abuse of enslaved people in French colonies. President Emmanuel Macron also recently signaled intentions to work with Ghana on reparative justice. Gill hopes that the Pope's apology will inspire other leaders to take similar action.
We expect that his apology would soften or open other doors and soften the hearts of others, like the British government, of course, and other institutions and governments in Europe that would have benefited massively from those crimes that we speak of.
Gill says the National Reparations Committee is heartened by the development and remains open to working with the Church to heal Grenada's society. Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says residents of Mount Moritz and the wider St. George Northwest constituency should remain patient as the National Democratic Congress prepares to announce a representative for the area. More in this report.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says residents of Mount Morris and the wider St. George Northwest constituency should remain patient as the National Democratic Congress prepares to announce a representative for the area. Speaking during the DMs with the PM podcast, Prime Minister Mitchell responded to questions regarding the NDC candidate for the constituency. Mitchell revealed that he recently came across rumors suggesting that he would become the representative for the area. However, the Prime Minister dismissed the speculation while assuring residents that a representative will be named in due course.
I think St. George Northwest deserves good representation. You know, my last name is Mitchell, so it would be nice for there to be an improved Mitchell representing St. George Northwest. So I would simply say to the Mount Morritsian, I like using that word Mount Morritsian because you know Mount Moritz is a unique community.
Yes.
Hold tight, we would have the representative in due course.
In due course.
Yes.
Right. The Prime Minister did not indicate when the announcement will be made, but maintained that the party is continuing its process regarding representation for the constituency. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
This is Network News. We're live from the Grenadian capital. Still to come from us. Excitement builds for King of the Grill this weekend, and Groovy White returns.
What if growing your savings came with more flexibility and more rewards? Introducing the Ariza Advantage account from Ariza Credit Union. Earn 3.5% interest per year with a minimum first deposit of just EC $10,000. Enjoy a 5-year fixed term, unlimited deposits, no monthly fees, and added loan security. Plus exclusive Advantage member privileges, priority services, special offers, and more. Get the Ariza Advantage. This is the Ariza Promise. Better value, better service, members first. Visit arizacu.com or call us today.
Hello, I'm leaving the house right now. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Life gets hectic. That's why I registered for myaccount.grenleg.com and chose paperless billing. It was simple. I went to the site and clicked sign up. I then tapped find my new account number, typed in my old number without the zeros at the front, and got my new account number instantly. The new account number is also in the app under the Balances tab or at the top of any recent Grenleg bill. I entered my new account number and the total amount due on my most recent bill, then filled out the profile information and subscription sections. They sent me an email to create a password and sign in. And finally, I signed up for paperless billing. And now, everything I need is in one place. Myaccounts.grenleg.com and paperless billing have really brought me peace of mind.
At 5 p.m. on August 5th, 1944, the schooner Island Queen sailed out of the St. George's Harbor. On board were some of Grenada's brightest and best sons and daughters. What happened afterwards remains a mystery.
Where Island Queen gone?
Heritage Theatre Company presents Lucy's Straw Hat, a full-length drama written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, a moving story about a family caught up in the drama of this great mystery. Meet Mammy Sylvie, a woman with a secret too heavy to keep but too painful to reveal.
I'm asking for forgiveness for not telling you the truth.
Pa John, the war veteran.
Sometimes I sit here feeling so helpless, so crushed.
Hyacinth, always ready to do mischief.
You don't see the woman Uncle Norris married. She face ugly enough to turn milk.
Lucy, beautiful and headstrong.
I had a dream, Mommy, that Hyacinth was there, holding my hand.
Lucy's Straw Hat at Grenada Trade Center on Saturday 13th and Sunday 14th June, and at the Luke Cinema on Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st June. All shows 7 p.m. Advance tickets $60, $75 at the door. Come join us.
Where Island Queen gone?
This advertisement is sponsored by Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited.
Welcome to the island's boldest ATV experience. The only tour daring enough to bring you this level of excitement, freedom, and adrenaline. Feel the power. Conquer rugged trails. Experience breathtaking views. Ride beyond the ordinary. Feel the power. This is not just a tour. This is the power of Ride ATV. Get ready for fun. Get ready for excitement. Get ready to ride. Book now at ride.gb or call 473-422-1011. Ride ATV. Adventure starts here.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
Country Cold, premier sponsor, in collaboration with Power of Worship Radio 92.5 FM, present a night of worship. A night of worship with 7-time Grammy Award-winning Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. Friday, June 12th at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. Gates open at 5 p.m. Worship starts at 6. Free admission. Experience powerful songs like Fill My Cup. Spirits fall down. And you keep on blessing me. Bring your family. This is more than a concert. It's an encounter with God. Special thanks to our generous sponsors, Modern Photo Studio, Terry's Yacht Services, and Sammy's Ready Mix. A night of worship with Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. Friday, June 12th. This event hosted by the Ministry of Mental Health, Wellness, and Religious Affairs.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
With just $5, catch your lucky break and double your money with $25,000 scratchy for the same price. Win easy with money, and electric sevens. Check out these scratch games at authorized lottery agents across the Tri-Island. Over $1.5 million in total prizes and as much as $25,000 can be won on just one ticket of each game. Play scratch today. Absolutely no draws and no waiting, just chances at instant winnings. Scratch, win, easy. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy just 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Our story was built by people, neighbors helping neighbors, standing side by side with those who trust us to protect what matters most and help build our communities. Being there when needed most. Across borders, across generations. Still growing, still giving, still just getting started. After 185 years.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Following wider sectoral training with various stakeholders, the Energy Efficiency Communications Campaign has branched out to individual departments within the public sector and the media. Jared Joseph has the details.
The Energy Efficiency Communication Campaign is expanding its reach as the 11th session of training has been conducted to raise awareness and incentivize behavioral change around energy conservation and efficiency in Grenada. The intent is to educate the nation on ways to conserve energy and become more energy efficient, as various sectors are being engaged by the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy. Representatives from various departments in the public sector, as well as members of the Media Workers Association of Grenada, got the opportunity to learn how they can make immediate and cost-effective adjustments to energy consumption and safeguarding the environment. According to Director of Energy Leslie Smith, the focus is currently on training public sector employees on how to reduce energy demand, lower household and business costs, and cut greenhouse gas emissions.
So this workshop, I can guarantee you that when we finish here today, everyone will have a number of takeaway things that they're going to do differently, a number of measures they're going to implement at home and in the workplace that is going to significantly reduce your energy consumption and your energy costs.
Smith says the training will be expanded to the private sector, especially those who are directly linked to the energy sector.
When we are finished with the public sector or with public officers, we are going to take it to the private sector, to all of our private shops and energy service companies, and then we will take it to the teachers and the students of our schools so that we can get the message as far and wide as possible to see how we can reduce our electricity consumption.
He notes that the challenge faced by some individuals to pay their electricity bills, as well as government's high electricity bills, inefficiency and wastage in the energy consumption in the public sector, heavily influenced establishing the Energy Efficiency Communication Campaign.
And so what this program aims to do is to look at what we call demand side management. How you can manage the amount of electricity that you consume and how you can manage the cost of electricity as well. But even more than that, we are going to introduce to you a number of concepts and principles as some of the low-cost measures that you can take, some of the low-cost measures, and then some of the investment type opportunities for energy consumption.
The Director of Energy says the goal is for public sector employees to have a deeper understanding of the energy sector and be knowledgeable on how they can reduce inefficiency while protecting the environment.
We are doing this for two particular reasons. One, to save on costs for electricity, and two, to protect our environment. You will soon recognize from the workshop that the more we use this electricity, the more we contribute towards our emissions and global warming, and the more we contribute to a lot of these catastrophic global climatic events that are affecting us.
Smith adds that the ongoing spikes in global fuel prices and resulting impact on the cost of electricity are major contributors to expanding the workshop. I am George Joseph reporting.
Just 2 days before the highly anticipated King of the Grill competition, and excitement is building as competitors prepare to battle for the top grilling title. You see, contestants were officially briefed ahead of Saturday's event as organizers outlined the judging criteria and competition requirements. Marketing executive at the Grenada Broadcasting Network, Joseph Cador, explained that the judging criteria will be based on creativity, texture, taste, plating, and the use of a Maggi product in dishes.
Guys, Maggi has been part of this conversation for years, and you get your Maggi bag with your Maggi products. I don't want to come on the day and say, Ken, what are you doing with this product there? Who's that product for? And you're going to tell me, well, I'm using. Hello. You can't do that. And I know everybody have their little secret ingredients that they use, and we're not saying no, whatever your secret ingredients are. But you have to understand and first appreciate the value of our main sponsor, who is providing sponsorship. The winning earnings is more than $5,000 in cash, plus the other sponsors that are on board.
Indeed. Meanwhile, account executive at Rubis, Erin Lewis, assured competitors that each griller will be provided with a 20-pound cylinder of cooking gas on the day of the event.
So I think most of you were there last year. If you're new, you will obtain and you actually have to walk with your empty, and you will get a full cylinder. So once you come on site, we'll have them available. You just swap. Now, if you are interested in purchasing additional, you can probably let Joseph know in advance so we can accommodate it. But generally, you would receive it on the actual day.
Marketing manager at Maggi, Pianki Toussaint, said he continues to be impressed by the level of talent displayed by local grillers and looks forward to another exciting edition of the event.
I do want to take an opportunity at this time to really say a very special thank you to one Mr. Henville Sylvester. Many of you may not know him, but he has been a real pillar behind the scenes from our side, from the Bryden side and the Maggi side, in terms of negotiating, orchestrating, setting up on the day, and all of those things. He's been really instrumental, you know.
The King of the Grill competition is expected to bring together food lovers, supporters, and talented grillers for what organizers say will be an entertaining and flavor-filled experience. Looking forward to all of it. One Dan promotion is inviting the public to Groovy White, a celebration of groovy music on July 18. At a media engagement on Wednesday, organizers revealed the cast for the show and highlighted sponsors as anticipation builds for the event. Reporter Deidre Seeley has this story.
Riding on the momentum of last year's success, Groovy White is back for a second year. The celebration of groovy music will take place at the Radisson Car Park on July 18, 2026. The visionary behind Groovy White, Akim Ogist, also known as Black Adan, has long been a proponent of the genre. Following successes in Grenada's Groovy Monarch competition and more recently the Ultimate Soca competition in Trinidad and Tobago, Black Adan is using the event as part of his mission to provide a platform for other groovy acts. At Wednesday's media engagement in the lead-up to the event, Black Adan described Groovy White as filling a gap in the local cultural offering.
I think that we have a lot to offer in regards to different type of talents, and I am back on my own journey in regards to Groovy White, and I'm so happy and feel so blessed to be supported in this regard. I feel like the people has got behind me, and it's something that I feel a void that was missing from our talented shows, and I'm happy to be one of the persons behind this initiative.
Hosted by entertainer Sunny Bling and media personality Reese, the event is expected to provide invaluable exposure for emerging artists while showcasing established groovy acts. The local lineup includes Angie Boy, Riggy Atmosphere, Happy Boy, Mandela Links, Valley Ned, Alma Boy, Inspector, Lava Man, and Mr. Killer. The lineup of Trinidad and Tobago artists include College Boy Jesse, Nyla Blackman, Christo, and Farmer Nappy. DJ Fearless Kevon, DJ Cheers, DJ Kingpin, and DJs Wati and Starbright from Trinidad will also be featured. Among the event's sponsors are Netherlands Insurance, Coca-Cola Bottling Company Limited, Digicel Grenada, Glenelg, True Blue Bay Resort, Cuyaba Beach Resort, Mix 95.9 FM, DJ Stunner Sounds, and the Spice Mass Corporation. The sponsors in attendance reaffirmed their commitment to supporting the art form and cultural initiatives like Groovy White. Managing Director of Netherlands Insurance, Richard Strawn, commended Black Adan for creating a movement. He said the groovy genre has potential as a global cultural export.
Grenada is a lot. Grenada has its spices, it has its tourism, it has its athletics, and I think now it has the potential of using groovy to put us and keep us on the map.
Black Adan expressed his gratitude for the support that Groovy White has received thus far and promised attendees an exciting and well-produced event. Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
All right, let's talk this now. There was a warm welcome at the house on the Perry, home of the Grenada National Training Agency, GNTA, as students from First Choice Junior School in Mount Parnassus visited the institution. GBN I Saw is next.
A good eye catches all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clearvision.
I got my glasses from Clearvision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clearvision Eye Center.
Clearvision Eye Center.
Clearvision Eye Center.
Students from First Choice School in Mount Parnassus brought energy and excitement to the house on the prairie, the National Training Agency's base at the mall. This after completing their CPEA examinations. The visit gave these young learners a chance to explore the agency's facilities and of course meet staff, thereby creating yet another important milestone in their academic journey. The GNTA team expressed their delight in hosting the students and extended an open invitation for them to return. Events like these, in fact, highlight the value of community connections in education, and the GNTA continues to encourage visits from schools across the island. If you've captured memorable moments from school outings, send your photos and videos to us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or through our other social media platforms. That's for GBN I Saw.
After the break, the Rural Development Unit engages farmers on cooperative benefits. We'll talk about that. Stay with us.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anne, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
As we look ahead to 2026, we're committed to elevating Grenada's presence on the global stage. Our integrated tactical focus includes media relations, travel trade engagement, sales activation, and digital campaigns. These efforts are designed to ensure visibility and establish leadership in our niche pillar marketing. We invite you to join us on this journey by supporting our initiatives and sharing the beauty of our Tri-Island state with the world. Together, we can make 2026 a year of growth and success for our islands. Whether you're a local stakeholder, a travel enthusiast, or someone who simply loves Grenada, your involvement is crucial to our success. Thank you for your continued support. Let's make 2026 a year to remember.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
For Grenada to realize its true potential, we must all be a part of nation building. From every corner of the world, our sons and daughters carry the spirit of the Spice Isle in their hearts through culture, innovation, investment, and service. Now is the time to come home to your beautiful Tri-Island state, to reconnect with our roots, share our knowledge, to inspire our youth, and to help shape a stronger, more resilient economy for generations to come. We are all part of the collective journey to shape the future of our nation. Together, we are building a nation we are proud of, a nation defined by opportunity, unity, and purpose. Grenada is more than a place on the map. It is our heritage, our future, our home. We look forward to welcoming you.
level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you.
With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Life's about to pop. I wanna play with cash pop. Life's about to pop. Oh yeah, with cash pop. Pick your number 1 to 50. See your price right when you play. $5 a day, come win easy. Cash pops. One number, that's all you need. Win up to 2,500 indeed. Life's about to pop.
Must be 18 or older to play. NLA supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
The Rural Development Unit, RDU, hosted a stakeholder engagement with farmers from Black Bay, Concord, and surrounding communities on Thursday as part of efforts to strengthen collaboration within the agriculture sector. The engagement formed part of the UK SIF program and was aimed at educating local farmers on the benefits of forming a cooperative structure to improve productivity, access to resources, and marketing opportunities. Climate Smart Agriculture Coordinator at the RDU, Kenley Edwards, said the initiative was designed to help farmers operate in a more organized and sustainable manner while ensuring they receive maximum benefits from their work.
Of the engagement is to discuss with the farmers the benefits of cooperative. We'll also have a presentation by Mr. Brian Grimes, who will be delivering on the formation of a cooperative. And also from the NIS, we'll be having Ms. Lisa Douglas, the PRO, who will be discussing self-employment benefit as it pertains to farmers. We are hoping that coming out of the discussions that farmers will have a better idea as to how to go about forming a cooperative, that they will have the impetus to do so. And we're hoping that coming out of this, that they themselves will be able to form themselves into a cooperative so that they'll be able to get the benefit.
Edwards explained that the goal is to create a more structured approach to farming and agricultural development. He also provided further details on the UK SIF project and how it is expected to support farmers and rural communities.
So this initiative is specific to the farmers in the Concord, Black Bay, Marigot, Power Park, Brooklyn area. It is under the component 2, which is a capacity building of the UKSIF project. The UKSIF project, which is part of the South St. George Water Enhancement Project. The capacity building is a sub-component, and the Rural Development Unit, RDU, was charged to deliver that some component due to its experience in project implementation, particularly as it relates to climate-smart agriculture and slope stabilization. So these farmers have been receiving benefits, both tangible in terms of inputs, planting materials to their farms, as well as technical support through advisory services. And it's now being extended where we're looking at the holistic approach to the farmers. So in this regard, this initiative now is to maximize the benefits that they would have received through the formation of a stakeholder engagement. So we are hoping that coming out of this, the farmers will be able to form themselves into the cooperative so that they could reap the maximum benefit.
All right, sports news coming up. Tony Julian will be on.
At 5 p.m. on August 5th, 1944, the schooner Island Queen sailed out of the St. George's Harbor. On board were some of Grenada's brightest and best sons and daughters. What happened afterwards remains a mystery.
Where Island Queen gone?
Heritage Theatre Company presents Lucy's Straw Hat, a full-length drama written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, a moving story about a family caught up in the drama of this great mystery. Meet Mammy Sylvie, a woman with a secret too heavy to keep but too painful to reveal.
I'm asking for forgiveness for not telling you the truth.
Pa John, the war veteran.
Sometimes I sit here feeling so helpless, so crushed.
Hyacinth, always ready to do mischief.
You don't see the woman Uncle Norris married. She face ugly enough to turn milk.
Lucy, beautiful and headstrong.
I had a dream, Mommy, that Hyacinth was there, holding my hand.
Lucy's Straw Hat at Grenada Trade Center on Saturday 13th and Sunday 14th June, and at the Luke Cinema on Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st June. All shows 7 p.m. Advance tickets $60, $75 at the door. Come join us.
Where Island Queen gone?
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Oh, good evening to you sporting fans, and this time round we find that the Tantine Sporting Complex will come alive one final time this weekend, and that as the 2026 Classique Lighting Caribbean National Netball Tournament officially concludes with its grand closing and award ceremony. Organized in partnership with Netball Grenada and the National Sports Council, the multi-week local championship will officially crown its champions across the A, B, C, and male divisions. Janelle Andrews is the Public Relations Officer for Netball Grenada. She says that following weeks of intense, high-octane club matchups, that the final weekend will shift the focus from fierce on-court rivalry to team celebrations.
We're going to start with a shooting competition that will start promptly at 4 p.m. following which, two players per team will take part in that competition, following which we will have the decider match between Sprang's QPR going up against Mollongleen Fun City in the A division. That is expected to be a very exciting match, so we expect a lot of persons to come out and give their support to each team and all teams that will be playing on that day. That game will be followed by the decider, third place. In the male division, we will see top strikers going up against jet setters in that game. That too is expected to be competitive action, because the male tend to be more competitive than the female.
And in reflecting on the tournament itself, which was ahead of Saturday's ceremony, Andrews dubbed it a success. However, she did highlight some gray areas.
Overall, the quality of netball in Grenada, it is indeed growing. However, we need to see more interest generated to the sport. What we have a major hiccup is the availability of umpires. We had that significant issue during this year's tournament. Also, we need to get people more interested in the sport again. For whatever reason, they would have shied away from the tournament and from the competition of the sport of netball, so to speak. And we're trying here or there, this new executive, to get them back and interested in the sport. We have generated several things to get them interested, and we hope too that they will see the need and the push by this new executive to get netball back to its former glory.
Now to a ferocious all-round performance indeed from skipper Haley Matthews. It propelled the West Indies women, after all, to a dominant 8-wicket victory over the Ireland women. The clinical win officially ignited their international tri-series campaign in spectacular fashion. Winning the toss and electing to bowl, the West Indies immediately unleashed a suffocating bowling attack, leaving the Irish top order gasping for breath. Spinner Kiana Joseph turned the match into her personal playground, delivering a lethal spell to finish with exceptional figures of 3 wickets for just 8 runs from her 2 overs. Jazara Claxton chipped in with a vital 2 for 9, while Matthews herself kept things tight with 1 for 20. The total collapse saw Ireland lose their final 3 wickets for a single run, getting bundled out for a meager 103 runs in 17 overs. Any hope of an Irish fightback was completely devastated within the first few overs of the chase. Haley Matthews stepped out to the middle, playing with pure disdain for the bowling attack. The superstar captain blasted a breathtaking 82 runs off a mere 44 deliveries, punishing the boundaries with 11 fours and 3 massive sixes. The Windies thereby effortlessly crossed the finish line at 104 for 2 in just 11.3 overs, locking in an emphatic opening statement to start the tour. The West Indies women will look to maintain this red-hot momentum as they immediately back up for match 2 of the tri-series against Pakistan on Friday. Now to the West Indies senior men's and women's teams, which are entering a jam-packed stretch of international cricket, highlighted by the men's home clash against Sri Lanka and the women's pursuit of global glory at the ICC Women's T20 World Cup in England. This massive home series bowls off on the 3rd of June, remember? That'll be at Sabina Park in Jamaica. The teams will clash in 3 one-day internationals and 3 2020s in Kingston. And that's before they're heading to the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua for a grueling test match series. And then immediately following the Sri Lanka assignment, the West Indies will host the Black Caps in July for an intensive 5-match one-day international series with early fixtures scheduled for the Guyana National Stadium. Red ball cricket will take center stage in late July and August. That's when Pakistan will arrive in the Caribbean for a 2-test series. Matches will be featured at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Trinidad and the Queen's Park Oval. Regional attention will turn to the explosive franchise tournament set to dominate the calendar throughout the August and September period. Then in late September and October, the West Indies will travel to India for a white ball tour. That will constitute 3 one-day internationals and 5 2020s. On now to basketball. We find here that the equation is painfully simple for the San Antonio Spurs. That'll be to either win at home or watch the defending NBA champions celebrate on their floor. Well, tonight the Frostbank Center turns into a basketball pressure cooker. The top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder arrived in the Alamo City armed with a 3-2 series lead and a singular objective. That would be, of course, to close out the Western Conference Finals and punch their ticket to a second consecutive NBA Final matchup against the waiting New York Knicks. For Victor Wembanyama and the youthful resilient Spurs, tonight represents the most highly staked trial of their emerging era. Oklahoma City sees absolute control of the series narrative during Tuesday's Game 5 shootout at the Paycom Center, exploding out of a Game 4 offensive slump where they were held to just 82 points. The Thunder put on a masterclass execution, to be sure, in both pace and depth, thereby securing a commanding 127-114 victory. As such, San Antonio heads into tonight's must-win matchup, carrying a volatile mix of desperation and frustration. Game 5 unraveled for the Spurs in a chaotic third quarter, where they fell behind by 20 points, then fought back to within 8, and ultimately found themselves undone by a series of highly controversial missed officiating calls. If San Antonio hopes to force a winner take Game 7 in Oklahoma City on Saturday, then they must find a way to break free from Oklahoma's defensive clamp. In Game 5, the Thunder successfully frustrated Wembanyama, holding the generational big man to a miserable 4 of 15 shooting display. The latest sporting highlights there for you on the evening news. A reminder to stay with us. We'll have Kenroy Baptiste coming back with the latest regional and international developments. Tony Julian here in the meantime, wishing you a good night.
Thank you, Tony. Barbados and other Caribbean countries will benefit from a new partnership that aims to increase investment and financing in the region. Caribbean Strategic Advisors Inc. and Proven Wealth Barbados Limited have joined forces to create a regional investment platform. Here's what we can tell you. This platform will help connect savings from individuals and institutions with projects in areas such as infrastructure, energy, and private business. Oliver Jordan, co-founder and managing director of Caribbean Strategic Advisors Inc., said the alliance will help create and manage investment opportunities that attract local and regional investors.
We believe that mobilizing capital at scale requires three capabilities working in concert. 1, disciplined transaction origination. 2, sound structuring. And 3, regulated distribution. The CSA Proven Alliance brings those elements together within a single platform, positioning us to deliver institutional-grade opportunities to Barbadian and Caribbean investors and meaningful long-term capital to Caribbean enterprises.
Garfield Sinclair, chairman of Proven Wealth Barbados Limited, said the partnership will support Barbados as a leading center for investment and financing in the Caribbean. He also said it could help the region's economy grow by making it easier for people and businesses to access investment funds.
We believe there is a significant opportunity to strengthen the regional investment ecosystem by combining origination capability, regulated market access, and execution capacity within a coordinated platform. This alliance reflects a shared commitment to expanding investment participation and supporting long-term economic growth across the Caribbean.
Further afield, migrants in Durban, South Africa, spent the night on the streets, saying they face ongoing harassment from groups against immigration. The migrants believe they are unfairly blamed for increasing crime and unemployment. Some South Africans say the government has not properly managed migration rules. Al Jazeera reports.
Shut up and listen to what I'm saying, because you don't know why I'm here.
These South Africans tell foreigners from other African countries to leave.
Because I can't take that nonsense.
After waves of anti-immigrant protests, some foreign nationals are sleeping on pavements in the port city of Durban.
We don't have again homes where we can live, because they are kicking us out of the houses. Now, where to go? That's the question. It's a psychological genocide, physical genocide. They're destroying our business. They're beating us.
Without my consent.
A lot of South Africans want their government to take stronger action against undocumented immigrants and tighten border security.
I'm not saying kill or whatever. I've never uttered any violence. I've never insinuated any violence. I've never incited any violence. I've never said people must loot. I'm saying this is the country. It's got laws, and it's our country, and our laws must be respected.
Migrant groups say foreigners are being blamed for the country's problems.
The state is telling us that the South Africans are in economic trouble, and possible the issue of the Rainbow Nation is exploding, you see. And so there is lots of rupture that is happening in our country, but the sad part is we are using primarily our own African brothers as the scapegoat for our own problems, instead of dealing with the issues that are affecting us in this country.
Anti-migrant groups insist they are not targeting foreign nationals who are legally in the country.
There's a reason why people sleep here. Police officers are just across the road. Families, mainly women and children, say there's safety in numbers, and they are just outside the Home Affairs Department, a government office that's always guarded. Basically, they say there's better security here.
South Africa's government has condemned violence against foreign nationals, saying politicians will crack down on xenophobic attacks. Harun Mutasa, Al Jazeera, Durban.
A reminder of the headlines right after this. A reminder of the headlines before we leave you. Rumors denied as search continues for missing Karakou men. The Woodford Environmental Alliance for Community Transformation takes legal action over environmental concerns in Woodford. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell credits African delegation for major boost to Grenada's tourism. Grenada Reparations Committee welcomes Pope's apology. Also in the news, regionally, new regional alliance to boost Caribbean investment. Internationally, migrants in Durban face pressure amid rising tensions. Plus in the sports news, curtains to fall on 2026 Classic Lighting Caribbean National Netball Tournament this weekend, while West Indies women crush Ireland in Tri-Series opener. I'm Kenroy Baptiste with Network News. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.